parameters. It is expected two parameters. So what I'll do is inside this method, I cannot declare global and declare it locally only. Somewhere here, I'll declare two parameters. Data, also what? L, Booker's type. What is the structure I created? Z, BAPI, Booker's hyphen what? I should not keep it blank. I need to at least give a variables. H Bookers type what? Z BAPI what? Bookers hyphen what? Company code. So here you should not keep it blank. That's why I declared some variables I'm passing it. Let me check the syntax. Don't bother about other things. Okay? Understood? Because we are inside this, we are calling what? Our function which is expecting two parameters. Okay, let me save it. Let me check for syntax errors. Does not contain any errors. Go back. That's all. What is the rest of the process? I got tick mark for everything. What is the rest of the process? Choose this. Edit, change, release status, object type to what? Implemented. Status is set to what? Implemented. List. Yeah, just leave. I'm not interested. Set to what? Release. Object type is set to what? Release. This one. Tick mark I got. I should get tick mark here also, na? So same navigations. Edit, change, release status. Object type component implemented is already implemented. Done. Edit, change, release status. Object type to what? Yes. It is what? Release. Status for the method get list set is what? Release. Just save it. Go back. If you want, you can cross check here also. Object type change release status to what? Already has got the status what? Release. Now, if you go to what? BAPI T code, let me check the standard one first. This is standard na? Company code. Yeah. What is the get list? This is not disturbed. It is still what? Standard only. It is still standard. Okay. Now let me. What is that? I use Z. Yeah? What is this? Z company code. If I click on this, what is the business objective? Z bus 0002 some date range of what? Company code. So if I expand this, other methods also will be inherited, but I redefined only what? Get list. If I click on this, what is the function model? So the legacy programmer will have the choice either to access a standard business object or what? Modified business object. Am I clear? That's all. This is the process for what? BAPI modification. BAPI modification means directly we cannot modify. We have to what? Inherit. That's what the document is saying. In case of ABAP level, we have to copy the function model and make the necessary changes and release it. And since it is a BAPI, since it is accessible from non-SAP system, we have to take care of what business object also. So what we have to do? Create the business object, inheriting what? Standard business object. Okay? And redefine the required method. What is the required method? Here, get list. When you are redefining, what you have to do? You have to change that function model to what? Our modified function model. And the rest of the process is what? Same. So I have done it for this one. You try for what? Like bank. Make clear. Get list is there. What does it do? Display what? List of banks. Do we have parameters here? Yes, it contains what? Two parameters. What are they? Bank country key and what? Maximum number of lines to it. So what modification we can do here? What it is accepting only one bank country now. Okay. Yeah. What is the source code they wrote here? Yeah, here also, where all the bank details are stored. BNK, na? BNK, right? BNK. Somewhere they might have wrote it. Yeah. What is this? Select star from BNK, where bank equal to what? Bank what? Country. So the enhancement you have to do is don't give any bank country. Remove this parameter. I can remove the parameter. I need to modify the select statement without using what? Where condition. So I'll get what? All the banks. Reverse. Here I'm getting the banks of what? Particular country. So you remove that bank country parameter, modify what? Where statement. And here you can see they are just star here. So it will get all the fields, right? But they are referring to only what? 4 fields here. Very clear. But BNK has got many fields. It has got 22 fields. Out of 22, they are referring only to what? 4 fields. So don't use select and select. Modify this. Okay. Check what are the errors you get. Copy the declaration in what? Top include program. Same kind of thing. Is it clear? That's all. So this is the concept of what BAPI modifications. Clear? And yesterday, as I told you, we have done with what this axis. Those who came late. Database 3, right? Right? This is the form we developed. It is asking me to connect to what? SAP system. Okay. I'll give the password. Right? Employee number. Connected to what? SAP. Okay. I'll give something 501. I'll give something Kiran. I'll give something manager. Insert. Record. Inserted. Go and check the table. Okay. Earlier, how many entries? 7 entries. Right? I'll refresh. 8 and 501. Kiran and what? Manager. Understood? Huh? Huh? Once again, huh? You're in doubt, huh? Okay. Tell me the employee number. Okay. 505. I'll give your name. Siddharth. Okay. What is the designation? ABAP. ABAP consultant. Right? I'll click on what? Insert. Record. Inserted. Earlier 8 entries. I'll refresh. 505. Siddharth. ABAP consultant. Okay. Am I clear?
So both are other factors, the ABAP, this is software or what?
VB. VB
What
component.
is possible?
That is the job of legacy programs. That is the purpose of BAPI. Na? Purpose of BAPI is what? We can access those SAP business objects from both SAP as well as what? Non-SAP.
Some middleware there now.
Huh?
Some middleware program middleware.
I use that middleware here.
So which middleware?
Why you want those things here? You know VB? I know VB, that's why I wrote the code. See here. Anyhow, for information, I'll give you that. In Microsoft applications, we have a concept called as ActiveX libraries. ActiveX libraries. There is one library called as sap.bapi.1. So, module pool, we have flow logic. Na?
Yeah, yes.
Here, similar to that, I'll go to this build event. Okay. I used one ActiveX library called as what? sap.bapi.1. This is the component which is responsible for accessing the SAP business objects. Then here, what is that I gave here? Object type. What is the object type? Z1030 type. What is the API method? ZBAPI insert EMP. API method. What is the parameter? Import parameter. IEMP. So that's what. Okay. If you know Java, okay, you know anyone Java? Everyone should know that because all are shown BTech only, na? BTech, MCA, first year you'll have Java, right? Okay. So Google, and say JC architecture, write the program, you will feel happy. Okay. Hmm. It's not so easy, but okay, try that if you want. But not required, don't put that in the resume. Okay. But since I know .NET, Java also I know. Huh? Sorry? You have to, what you have to say is, see, what you have to say, yeah, in the interview, what you have to say is, you got an opportunity to work with a legacy programmer also. Okay, so what you can say is, you can talk about these things also if you know. I was involved in developing custom BAPI so that we can access the SAP business functionality from both SAP and what non-SAP systems. So as part of that, I developed the business object, custom business object, which is responsible for inserting the data into some custom table. Then based on the business object, we have prepared the technical specs. Then I got an opportunity to work with my legacy program. Okay, both the teams are sitting side by side. So I got an opportunity. So I came to know that legacy application is what Microsoft application. From Microsoft application to access the SAP components, we have to use the ActiveX library called as sap.bapi.what1. In ABAP, we have initialization event. There we have form load event. Form load event. Okay, initialization event gets triggered only once during the lifetime of what selection screen. Similarly, in Microsoft applications, whenever the form is loaded, the event triggered is what load event. When you click on the button, click event is triggered. Okay, and in Microsoft application, we declare the variables by using what dim keyword. In ABAP, we use what data keyword. In ABAP, we use create object for creating the object. In VB or in Microsoft, we use set statement. Yeah, what is this? Set statement for creating the object. In ABAP, we use message. Here we use MSG box, message box. If you talk about this thing, then it's understood that we are what? Genuine. Is it clear? So that's already I shared the code.
Yes, yesterday I got it.
Then why you are asking again to share the code?
But I have not seen a live.
Tirupati. Very please, yeah, so see this, when I double click on this, already I shared the code here. Accessing SA business object from what? You have create a form with 3 text fields and 1 command button, general declaration. We have top into program now. Top into declaring global. There we have what? General declaration section. Dim is the keyword. Form load event. Okay. We have form into form now. Here we have sub and what? End sub. Like this your talk. Okay. Where we have PA event, process of input. Here we have what? Click event. Okay, so there here we have message box. In other we have what? Message. This code is submission. Am I clear? If you have confidence, say that we have two legacy teams. One is Java and there is what? .NET. Java you try and Google and try. You'll get it.
What will be there like Google?
It will not be there exactly. You have to analyze and what? Make the changes. Done?
Please just share.
Right. So tomorrow what we'll do is in the BAPIs what we have discussed standard practice. Ah,
You told you take the data from the SAP to .NET.
hmm.
You want to .NET to SAP.
That's what I have done. No, no. And
SAP to .NET.
here I use what? What is that I wrote here? I called this a BAPI function to insert. Na? You say read. Get BAPI is there. Yeah? Do that. Okay. Right. So where we are? So in BAPIs what we should know? We should know about what? Standard BAPIs, what else? BAPI, extension, and then what? Custom BAPI, and then what? BAPI modification. So we are done with these four things. We are left over with what? LS and W using BAPI, but this requires what? It requires some IDOC knowledge. Okay, so this will be covered only after IDOC. So tomorrow onwards, what we'll do is we'll start either with enhancements or with IDOCs. I'll decide tomorrow. Hmm? No, no. You'll have some dependencies. So let me think what sequence I have to go. Why only enhancement? IDOC you don't want?
I don't yes, sir. I want
Everything is important. Which one? IDOC? Huh?
I don't. Yes, sir.
Everything is lengthy.
I
Only.
read 5 10, but I won't understand.
That's why I'm discussing at the end detail. We'll see. We'll see. We'll start either with enhancements or IDOCs. Right? So we'll stop now. Acha, tomorrow can we have the class at 9 o'clock? 5 hours also is fine. 9 to 1, 9 to 10, 1 hour.
Yes, sir.
No, no, one second. Let me think. No, otherwise we'll have it at 10:30 only. 10:30 only. 10, same time. Same time. Okay. I'll start either with enhancements or IDOCs. Yeah, sir. No, no, no. Tomorrow only 1 hour. I'll let you know if I anyhow when I go for IDOCs or when I go for some of the concept for enhancement, we require at least 1.5 to 2 hours. So I'll let you know. Don't compare with other institutes. We are different. Okay. Right? I'll follow my own sequence. Okay. Don't worry. Right? Chalo. So tomorrow same time.
Modify them to them.
Modify?
Modify them.
Modify?
We have to modify the standard value.
Huh.
Okay, so already a standard value will be there. So why should I modify? What is the advantage and disadvantage?
I'm providing additional functionality. Na?
Additional functionality.
Ah. The existing BAPIs, the existing business object supplied by SAP is doing some task. Now I want to enhance the task. Means I need to add some additional parameters, or I need to modify some parameters, or I need to delete some parameters. Based on the changes, obviously the functionality also will change. So if you want that kind of thing,
Compared to a standard custom might fast.
sorry.
Compared to a standard custom value is fast.
Why custom BAPI means again what I have to do?
No, no, sir. Here we have to take the select star from the all field. We will take time, but here we have to take multiple field.
Select star SAP has written that code 30 years back.
Okay.
At that time, they are not focused on performance. Understood?
But now performance will be better now.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously. That's what. When you are writing the code, forget about how SAP has written. You take care about performance. We cannot question SAP now. Right?
Very last.
Standard is like that only. We are not disturbing that. We are enhancing it by implementing some additional parameter source code. So when I am enhancing, I'll take care of what? Performance issues. Right? So we continue tomorrow. What is the program name? What is the program name? Z? Extension of this one. Is it a dot entry?
మీరు ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ ఒక వాల్యూ పక్కనలో మనకి కాంటాక్ట్ డీటెయిల్ వాల్యూస్ అని వస్తుంది అది డైరెక్ట్ గా క్యాప్చర్ చేస్తుంది
In header, what is the structure of header? BAPI underscore TEMEPO header. Okay. So in this, first 10 characters will be EVLN. From next 20 characters will be your commutator name. Right? So here also, here we are saying value part. Achha, what is the question now?
It's a combination of ఈ రెండింటి కాంబినేషన్ కదా ఉంటుంది ఎలా సెగ్రిగేట్ చేసేస్తుంది అని అంత సెపరేట్ ఎలా చేసి పీక్స్ మూవ్ చేసేస్తుంది
Let me just. Right, I'll say F5. So in this, if you see value part 1, okay, right. So this is having what? Space. Okay, first template is space. If you see this WAPOT header, it also has got how many fields? 3 fields. First 10 is what? Webline. Next 20 is what? Competitor name. Okay, so if you see hyphen what? Webline. Webline and read EBL. One second. PO number, PO underscore number, ZZ competitor name, ZZ competitor address. So when I execute this file, so if you observe this hyphen what? Okay, this entire thing is like this. Okay, now W underscore PO underscore P underscore header hyphen what? PO number. Next, ZZ competitor name, ZZ competitor address. Done. Okay, so if you see this value part 1, right, this contains overall what? 3 fields. Sorry, this contains overall width is what? 240. 240. Okay, so this first what? 10 space is assigned automatically to what? PO number. Next to 20 will be assigned to what? ZZ competitor name, depending on the width. What is the width of this? 20. Okay, so when I say F5, let's say F5, you are directly saying value part 1 to header. So how the intelligence will be there ante first 10 spaces to first field. The width of the first 10, first field is 10 only. Na? So this space is assigned there. Then next to 20 is what? Computator name only. Na? What is the width of this? 20. So when I say F5, it is auto. So it will have the intelligence. This space will come and sit here. Okay, then we have 20. This will come in the next field, and next 20 will come in what? This field, like that.
పర్టికులర్ సైజ్ ఇచ్చారని చెప్పేసి
Size ఉంది కదా already ఇక్కడ. PO number is what? Character of 10. ZZ content is what? Character of 20. So with that intelligence.
ఇన్ జనరల్ గా మనం ఎక్స్ప్లిసిట్ గా ఇస్తాం కదా, కానీ ఇది ఎలా ఆటోమేటిక్
Explicit గా ఎప్పుడు ఇస్తాం? When the field names are same. ఇక్కడ field name same కాదు కదా. Here this contains what? 3 fields. PO number, this thing. But value part 1 is only a single field, which is character of what? 240. So depending on the width, it will assign that. First 10 will come and sit in first field. What is the width of this first field? Any of 10 only, na? Space is there. Next 20 will, why 20? Because the next field size is what? 20. You could add yes or అనుకోండి. The rest of the part will come and sit in that. So that intelligence will be there.
ఐటమ్ డేటా ఇప్పుడు మెటీరియల్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ మెయింటైన్ చేసే రావట్లేదు. ఐటమ్స్ బ్లాక్ ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను సార్, ఈ 10 ఫీల్డ్స్ తోటి. మెటీరియల్ సేమ్ మెటీరియల్ ఇవ్వాలి, మార్చారు అసలు.
నేను ఇక్కడ చేసేసి I cannot give whatever material I want.